Hello and welcome to Sports 5 TV. Today we're joined by Harlequin and England ace Ugo Monye. So a quick word of what you're doing here today at Waterloo Station, Ugo.
It was IG's 40th year anniversary, so we've managed to get ourselves a little plot at Waterloo Station. We've got a kicking challenge for supporters to get involved, and if they're good enough they can potentially win tickets to Big Game 7 on the 27th of December.
Okay, brilliant. And obviously back onto rugby. Harlequin sitting 6th in the league, bit of an up and down start to the season. What have you made of it?
Yeah, it's been slightly turbulent. We're probably not exactly where we want to be, but the form the guys have shown of late has been absolutely brilliant. A great result down at Kingsholm on Friday night. The young boys, with the international boys being away, was great, and we're looking forward to Friday night against Sale. Hopefully keep that momentum going into the new year.
And sorry not to touch on it, but obviously that thrashing at Saracens, how hard was that to come back from that? Obviously very disappointing.
Hey, it was one of those things. You probably won't see that again for another few years, but I mean the start of the season was an odd one for a lot of teams. You saw Leicester getting thrashed by Bath, us obviously against Saracens. It's just been one of those starts, but hey, we were disappointing, but like I said, with the young squad we've got, the lads have shown that mental capacity to put that to one side and bounce back in the way in which they've done has been fantastic.
And obviously you touched on it, claiming the first win at Kingsholm since 1999. Such a big and obviously welcome relief. Obviously so many times you've tried.
Yeah, of course, we've had so many massive encounters there, been so close so many times, and for, like I said, for the young lads to go down there and after losing 12-0 after 20 minutes to bounce back once again really just goes to show how strong we are mentally as a side, and in tough conditions the forwards really gave us a great platform to go on and finish off the job.
And obviously you've won your first 2 European Cup games, but obviously very difficult fixtures to come. You know, how are you feeling about going into these big clashes with Leinster, Cass and Wasps?
Yeah, really positive. Like you said, 100%. I think we're the only team after the first weekend to have not conceded a try, and that's great. The boys are working hard. Some lads away of England, and we'll get those boys back. But hey, we look forward to them with a lot of excitement. To go to Aviva Stadium, play in front of a packed house, and be back at home at the Stoops is amazing for us. Some big challenges, but hey, if we want to eat at the top table, they're the kind of teams we need to play against, and hey, we're really excited.
Obviously you just touched on players being away. Danny Kerr, if we could just have a quick word on him, obviously reaching 50 caps and having a child in the same week.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a busy few weeks for that lad. He got engaged, had a baby, 50th cap, and all things seem to be rosy for him. He's one of my best mates. He's a wonderful, talented player, and he's doing a great job with England as well.
Obviously you're doing a bit of media work with England. How are you finding that? Something you're going to after your rugby career's over?
Yeah, potentially. I guess I've just tried to keep myself busy during this injury period, keep myself sane more than anything, off the streets and out of trouble. But no, I'm really enjoying it. It's good fun. It's nice to learn a new skill, and I'm learning every week, and it's been a lot of fun. Not to say I'm any good at it, but yeah, like I said, it keeps me out of trouble.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously a quick word of England, halfway through the autumn internationals. How do you feel it's gone for the first 2 games, and how do you feel generally, England are going into obviously World Cup year? Yeah,
there's been a lot said already this week. 0 from 2 is obviously very disappointing. Those guys will be hurting, but there's a lot of chat about them being a crisis and all the rest of it. Not a chance. Hey, we're a team who are, if you look at the last couple of years, have gone really well. I mean, if we're a team in crisis and lost to South Africa by 3 points in New Zealand, I want to see a team out of crisis. I mean, to come that close to the 2 best teams in the world, considering the opportunities we had and didn't quite finish off, it's not all doom and gloom. I think the pressure coming from outside is just because we expect so much of World Cup coming, but hey, we know we've got a forward pack that can take on anyone in the world. We've seen that in space. It's just those small details, 5 or 10% off when you're at the top of your game, can win or cost you a match. And hey, I'm sure the boys have bounced back very well this weekend against Samoa.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you.